Hello and welcome to this how-to video in the Jmeter series, and in this one we're going to have a look at how we can read CSV data for our tests. So what we're going to do in this test is we're going to create a new user in this automation practice website, and we're going to then generate some user data, save it into a CSV file, and then give that CSV file to the Jmeter test as input, and in the end we're going to check if the users were created. Before I start the test, let me have a look if the proxy settings are set. No, they're not. Okay. And afterwards, let's just go into Jmeter. So I have here how to CSV, and I'm going to open a template as we did in the previous one. I'm going to go to recording. Let's just copy the URL from here. And we're going to say create. We're going to save the test plan at the moment. Good, and we are now in the screen recorder. The port is 888. I hope I set the same port also in Firefox, and we're just going to start recording. So let's just open this page again. The recorder started. Let's just do home page. And then we're going to sign in. Should do here create account, and let's just enter here now Jmeter 100 at jmeter.com, and we're just going to copy this here. I'm going to say create account, Mr. Test 1, Mr. Test 2, and the same email, which is perfect. I'm going to put in also password, another user 2, another user, let's see, really another user. Perfect. We're going to give it a date of birth. Maybe we can change this one as well into personal information. Okay, let's just sign for everybody for newsletter, and company will make it test, and test 1, and city, I don't know, New York, and state, also New York, and we're just going to add some zip code there, additional information. This is a test, and a phone number, and another phone number, and let's just go to register. Okay, we can stop it here, and then let's visit what we have in Jmeter, in the thread group. Okay, this one we can remove. And what's interesting for us is mostly the part under the firstly email create, because we want this one to be a variable. So we want email create to be a variable, and then from here, let's say we want customer name, customer last name, this one's going to be also the same with the email, and that's about it. Okay. So now we want a CSV which has, on the one hand, email underscore create, the customer underscore first name, last name, email, and password. In Chrome, I have here a CSV generator, and let's just tweak it a little bit. So we can delete this one. So we said we want customer first name, and then we want customer last name. Okay, and we want an email field, which is customer first name, customer last name at something. Okay, and we wanted the password to be actually the same, but then this one, I mean, we can just put the same expression. And we wanted here to also have the email create, which is actually, again, the same expression. Okay, customer first name with one, yeah, perfect. And we want, let's just do 10 rows. But before we do this, so we have all the information in our recording and in the thread group. So here we want to see, we want to specify the amount of users. Let's do 10 users, and the ramp up period is going to be 10 seconds, meaning in 10 seconds all 10 users will be in the system. And before we can add the CSV, we need to add this configuration element CSV data config. Okay, and we need to have a look here. The limiter is the comma. So we have the limiter is the comma also here. Perfect. Allow quote data false. I don't think we need it, but we're going to include that. Include header. Include header. We need this one here. Ignore. Ignore first line. False also because we have the variable names there. Okay, so we should now from here generate the file, and it's here, and I'm just going to download it first on the desktop and then open it, or we can just download it from here. Let me open to see how it looks in detail. So we have customer, okay, first name, last name, email, okay, the password I should have done like this, that I checked, and those three should match, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, perfect. So we save it here, and then we're going to load it in our Jmeter. And once we have selected that, we can just go and run our tests. We don't want to save it at the moment. So let's just run the test. Seems to be fine at the moment. Let's see when we have the, here we have 200, and do we have the correct data that's being posted? For some reason the well, the add symbol is not being correctly shown, but let's see once it's done. and it seems to be done. So let me just open, sign out with this user from here. Oh, I cannot do it from here. I need to copy it to Chrome, and we can try and log in with this first user. Okay, yeah, that one is correct because the email that already exists. So it seems we were able to log in, and if we check the address, we have all our information which we entered in Jmeter. So we have seen now how you can create a CSV file, add the CSV file to your configuration, and use the data in the CSV file to run the Jmeter test, or better said, to use the data there for the Jmeter test as input. Thank you for watching this video, and as always, I hope to see you in the next one. Have a good day. Bye bye.